Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Don Woodward and I am Principal Engineer at Roku. I'm also architect of the Roku LT OS for creative programmers. Now, today's January 29th, 2026, and if you found this video, you probably found it from our open source distribution of Roku LT OS along with resources that accompany it. This is the introduction to a training series of videos about the Roku LT operating system for creative programmers. Now, I'm being hosted here at San Jose State University by the San Jose State Spartan Engineering team, more specifically, the Spartan Racing team. This is a team of cross-discipline students in various specialties, from anywhere from mechanical engineering to physics to computer engineering, electrical engineering, aerodynamics, computer science. So it's really exciting to be here. Roku's partnering with the Spartan Racing team to use the Roku LT operating system for creative programmers for their upcoming next generation race car as the operating system driving the ECU and the DCU computers. Now, it's my personal opinion that Roku LT OS is perfectly well suited for racing, ideally so, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But first, I want to say that when the idea for the Roku LT operating system, which is used in small devices at Roku, remote controls, sell millions of those, the idea for the operating system was an idea of our CEO and founder, Anthony Wood. And several years ago, in the first discussion about it, Anthony told me, Don, the world doesn't need a new operating system. And let me tell you, that got my attention. He went on to say, I want to make programming fun again. And he and I share something in common, which is we're both self-taught programmers. He on a TRS-80 and myself on an Apple II. And when I got to my first class in computer science at the University of California at San Diego, the textbook was called The Art and Science of Programming. And at that time, programming was really both an art and a science. And I think since then, the science has just evolved like crazy, but the art has sort of been left behind. And so the design center of the Roku LT OS for creative programmers was to bring back some of the art of programming and make programming fun. Now, why is it ideally suited for race cars? And if you think about the history of racing, and by the way, I forgot to mention the Spartan Racing team is a team of engineering, well, cross-functional students and business students as well, and they compete against other racing teams of students at other universities around the United States and the world. And so, you know, there are varying approaches to software systems. And, you know, if you think about Tesla, that sort of was the pioneer of electric cars, and also a couple of years ago they announced they replaced all their self-driving systems from C++ handwritten algorithms to machine learning, to AI. And so if you think about, well, you know, racing cars, you know, AI would probably be pretty good at that. And I don't doubt that. I think it's probably, you know, a year or two, maybe a little more coming, because I don't believe that there are, you know, very good models yet. I don't believe there's a lot of training data for those models yet. I think there will be. No, but I could be wrong. I really don't know. I'm just speculating. But what I will say about AI is we know how to make it work. Okay? We know how to create models. We know how to decide what the input should be, what the output should be. We know how to feed it training sets so that it can come up with right answers with an excellent probability of success with good training data. But what we don't know how it works. We don't know what's going on. You can't look at the weights, you can't look at the nodes and have any hope of figuring it out. It's kind of like the brain. If you sum up all of the knowledge in the world that we have about the brain over the entire history of the study of the brain, we still don't know how it works. I mean, we know parts of how it works. We know the visual cortex has pattern matching edge detectors, but we don't know how those are formed into high-level objects, into thoughts, And we really don't know. We don't know what consciousness is. We really don't even know what intelligence is. I mean, we have a definition of it. We have IQ tests. If you score high in the test, we can say you're intelligent, but that's just our definition. We're not really sure what goes on up here. And the same is said for AI systems. And that's why I think that an operating system for creative programmers is really, really well suited for race cars. If you think about the history of racing, you've got highly creative engineers at corporations, highly creative marketing people, and you've got pit crews, you've got drivers, you've got mechanics, and they're all working together to tweak the car, sometimes during the race, on the track, in the pit. And that high degree of knowledge about all of the subsystems of the car is something that is lost with AI, but not lost with an operating system for creative programmers, where the programmer can know what they're doing. And if you think about what is the purpose of the Spartan Racing Engineering Team and other racing engineering teams at universities around the world, it's really to further the state of the art, to try new innovative ideas, to come up with new ideas about how to make the car better and faster. And you can't do that very well and very quickly with AI models. And so that's why I think it's really well suited. So I'm really pleased to be here. I'm really pleased to be here working with the Spartan Racing team. Now, at this point, this is really just the first introduction to the Roku LT operating system for creative programmers. If you count yourself a skeptic, and I certainly count myself among skeptics, you should have a high degree of skepticism right now. A high degree of skepticism about this, because I've done nothing in what I've said so far to lower any of your objections or skepticism. All I've done is created an area for you to focus your skepticism on. And I think that you should be skeptical. And I think that if you think about, you know, in my 35-year career now in computer programming, I did a 2-year little blip in international sales, and I was afraid to get up in front of audiences. I mean, I had stage fright like crazy, and my company gave me training, and the trainer said, okay, you're going to be nervous, and you're going to have a lot of nervous energy, and that nervous energy, you know, you can just let it create chaos within you and melt you into just gel in front of the audience, or you can channel it into your presentation and channel that energy. So I would say that you skeptics out there, you should channel that skepticism and use it to fuel your creative programming. And if you're a creative programmer, I think, you know, you'll really like this. It's not for everyone, but if you're a creative programmer, I think you're in for a treat. So once again, my name's Don Woodward. I'm principal engineer at Roku, also architect of the Roku LT operating system for creative programmers, and I welcome you to watch the other videos in the series and learn about the LT operating system and you know, follow our progress with the Spartan Racing team. Thank you.